it is clear to all? Equation 7 we have taken from Newton's third law of motion. So for every action there is equal and opposite reaction, means magnitude will be same, only the difference is direction is opposite. So substitute 5 and 6 in equation number 7. You will get PA dash minus PA, same values you can substitute, and the time interval is same, that's why they cancel out each other. Now simplify the terms, take this minus inside and multiply and write the things, remaining things. Now just what I am doing, I am replacing the values of PA. P andre no, P is a momentum, PA antandre momentum of ball A, that is having what, m1 v1 initial momentum. Next PB from equation 2. अर्थ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ನಾ? Is it clear or not? Now write the conclusion. Total linear momentum of the bodies before collision is equals to total linear momentum of the bodies after collision. What it mean? ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? What is the meaning of this conclusion? There is no rate of change of momentum. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? This means rate of change of momentum is 0. Why it is 0? Why means, what is the reason means, these two forces FAB and FBA are the internal forces. So always internal forces cannot change the momentum, only by applying the external forces. ಏನು external force apply ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, so those forces can change the momentum. Internal forces never change the momentum. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? Why this rate of change of momentum is 0 here in law of conservation of linear momentum? Why the rate of change of momentum is 0? Because you are not applying any external force. So internal force, ಅದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, collide ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. That's why there is no change in momentum. When you are getting a change in momentum, only when you are applying the external forces. Is it clear to all? So this completes your 5 marks derivation, very important ma. Now we will discuss about the examples. Examples on law of conservation of linear momentum. So examples, jumping from boat ಇಂದ ಜಂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ? ಬೋಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ, ನೀವು ಮುಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಜಂಪಿಂಗ್, you and both will be having a same initial and a final momentum. ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಏನಿರ್ತದ, velocity same ಇರ್ತದೆ, it will not changes. That's why the energy of you and that boat is conserved, ಅಲ್ಲೇನು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. And rocket propulsion or launching of a rocket ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, it is having a mass and velocity both. So how the rocket will be move up, its mass will be reduces, means fuel will be burns ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಸ್ ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದರ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ law of conservation of linear momentum. And one more example, recoil of gun. So what is this recoil of gun? Just write here examples on law of conservation of linear momentum. First one, very important, this is recoil of gun. Right, what is this recoil of gun? So imagine there is a gun and a bullet. So somebody is firing. So when bullet is fired from gun, ಗನ್ ಇಂದ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫೈರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದ, ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಹೈ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್. ದಟ್ ಹೈ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮಜಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆರ್ ಮಜಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಎಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಗನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್. ಗನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗ ಗನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, that gun is having a some velocity, some backward velocity. That velocity we call it as a recoil velocity. Sorry, recoil velocity of gun. Recoil velocity of a gun. Just write here, when bullet is fired from gun, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, bullet moves forward with very high. ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ದಾಗ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ದಾಗಲೂ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. Very high velocity or a speed, and this velocity is called as muzzle velocity. Muzzle velocity. Muzzle ಅಂದ್ರೆ edge of that bullet. ತುದಿ ಇರುತ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದರದ್ದು velocity. This is the first point. Next, second point. What happens at the same time? Gun at the same time gun moves in the opposite direction with a velocity called as ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ, recoil velocity. Recoil velocity. So initially before firing the bullet, ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, bullet ಮತ್ತೆ gun both are at rest position. If they are at rest position means what is the value of momentum? Answer me. Dear students, answer me once again. Before firing the bullet, bullet ಇನ್ನು ಫೈರ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗನ್ ಎರಡು ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ದೊಳಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾವ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ಮೊಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೋತ್ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗನ್, ರೈಟ್? ಹಾ ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್, what happens? No answer. Before firing the bullet, what happens? Both bullet and gun are at rest. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು, ಝೀರೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಮಾಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್, ಫೋರ್ಸ್, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಇಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಝೀರೋ. ದೆನ್ initial momentum. Initial momentum is zero. Initial momentum of bullet and gun is zero. Now initial momentum is zero means what happens? Ultimately the final momentum should be zero. That is the law of conservation of linear momentum. Right here, according to law of conservation of linear momentum, initial momentum is 0 means total momentum after the total momentum total final momentum is must be equals to 0. This is the statement given by conservation law of momentum. So from this we can say that initial momentum is 0. Initial momentum 0 atandre ultimately final momentum also becomes 0 or it must be 0. And 0 agtada, we'll see now. Write the principle. ಏನು principle? Total linear momentum before collision is equals to total linear momentum after collision. Please remember the formula or a principle. What is the principle here? Total linear momentum before collision is equals to total linear momentum after collision. So before collision means it is the initial momentum. Initial momentum is 0 now. Yes or no? Answer me. Total momentum before collision is 0. Yes or no? Now come to the point. Second one. Total linear momentum of after collision. After collision ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ collide ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ here collide means gun is firing. Gun ಒಂದ್ಸಲ fire ಆತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? Bullet move ಆಗ್ತದ, gun move ಆಗ್ತದ. Both are moving. Then both are having a momentum. Then write here. First write bullet. Mass of the bullet plus into velocity of the muzzle velocity. Muzzle velocity or simply you can write a bullet velocity. ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೇ. So first mass of the bullet, mass into velocity ಅಲ್ಲ, so mass of the bullet into muzzle velocity or velocity of a bullet or bullet velocity plus next bullet ಆಯ್ತು, gun is also having mass and it is also having the velocity. Right here mass of the gun into enta velocity, gun having the which velocity? Very good, recoil velocity. Once again I am explaining here, all of you see the board, concentrate here. This is the principle. What is the principle here? Total linear momentum before collision is equals to total linear momentum after collision. ಒಂದು ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಫೈನಲ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನಾವು ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಕೊಲಿಜನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಫೈರ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗನ್ ಎರಡು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದಾವ, ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಒಳಗಿದಾವ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರದ ಮೊಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? 0 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ 0 ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕೊಲಿಜನ್. ಕೊಲಿಜನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈರ್ ಆಗೋದು. ಫೈರ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಮುಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದ, ಗನ್ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೇನಾ? ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಎರಡು ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಮೊಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಮಾಸ್ ಇಂಟು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಸ್ and that is also having a velocity. Bullet ಗೆ ಯಾವ velocity ಇದೆ? muzzle velocity. Next gun ಗೆ ಯಾವ velocity ಇದೆ? recoil velocity. Now 0 is equals to, so mass of the bullet ಅಂದ್ರೆ bullet ದ ಮಾಸ್ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ we'll take it as a small m and its velocity will be small v plus gun velocity, gun mass is high, that's why let us take it as a capital M and it is also having a velocity ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ವಿ. ಎರಡು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಇದೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಎಂ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಗನ್ ಇಂದ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಎಂ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ವಿ. ನೌ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇಟ್, ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಂ ವಿ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, what you will get? m v is equals to minus of m into v. Take this whole term to right side. ಇದಾದ್ರೂ ತಗೋರಿ ಅದಾದ್ರೂ ತಗೋರಿ ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಹೌದಾ. One term will get minus. Now what is you have to calculate here? You have to calculate a recoil velocity. ಅಂದ್ರೆ V you have to calculate capital letter V. Then take this capital M to right side. What you will get? Small m divided by capital M into V. Very important formula. V is equals to minus of small m divided by capital M into V. This gives the expression for a recoil velocity of gun. Clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Think and answer me. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ I will explain once. Conclusion. This gives expression for recoil velocity of the gun. Recoil velocity of the gun. Can I explain once or it is clearly understood? Answer me. Right, fine. Next concept. Equilibrium of concurrent forces. Now tell me the definition for concurrent forces and coplanar concurrent forces. Already you have done. Answer me fast. Definition for concurrent force or what are the concurrent forces? ಕಲ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ದು ಡೈಲಿ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ equilibrium of concurrent forces. Right? What is concurrent forces first? Concurrent vectors. Types of vectors kaltiri? What do you mean by concurrent vectors? If number of vectors or a number of forces acting on the same point of the object. This is an object, so you are applying the forces in this direction, upward, downward, left, right and side by. So many forces you are applying at the same point for the same object. Then we call it as a concurrent forces. Artha aita ivaga? Is it clear? Remember the things. A number of forces. A number of forces acting on a body at a same point, then call it as in theory concurrent forces. Next, these number of forces acting in the same plane, then what you say? These number of forces are acting in the same plane. What happens? What you call? Coplanar concurrent forces. Note down. These number of forces acting on the same plane, then it is known as coplanar concurrent forces. Next point, when a body is at state of rest or state of motion, when the body is at state of rest or a state of uniform motion, when an external force is acting on a body, the body does not change. This condition is known as equilibrium. Body does not change. This is known as, or the body is said to be under equilibrium condition. A body is said to be under equilibrium condition. Equilibrium is nothing but a constant. If you are applying any force and that force is not acting on that body, means that body is under equilibrium. अर्थ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ನಾ? What do you mean by equilibrium? It's constant. If you are applying a number of forces on object and that object is not changing, means if it is at rest position, means it is remains as rest only. If the object is moving, means if that is in the motion only, it is not changing its motion, it is not getting stopped when you are applying the external forces. Then the resultant force, we can write it as number of forces F1, F2, F3, so on up to Fn. Then so now we are writing the equilibrium condition. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರೀತೀರಿ? equilibrium ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಎಷ್ಟು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೂ that force is equals to 0. It is constant, it is not changing. Then the condition for equilibrium of a body is resultant, or you can say vector sum. Vector sum must be equals to 0. Must be equals to 0. That is, right here, F1 plus F2 plus F3, so on up to Fn. These are vectors. That's why I written here vector sum, that is equals to 0. Right. This is for n number of forces. Now we want to calculate for two forces. If two forces F1 and F2 acting on a body, what happens? Any idea? ಎರಡು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದಾವ. What is the output? What is the result? Apply the condition. Vector sum, resultant ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಗೋತೀರಿ? F1 plus F2 is equals to 0 na? That means what? The two forces are equal and opposite in direction. That's it. Then by equilibrium condition, right, F1 plus F2 is equals to what? 0. For example, see here, this is the object. So here someone is applying a 10 Newton force in this direction, and in the opposite direction another person applying the same force 10 Newton. Then what happens? 10, this is minus 10, magnitude is same, then you will get a 0 na. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? There is a loaded box ಅಥವಾ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಬೆಂಚ್, ಡೆಸ್ಕ್, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? So two persons are standing here. So one person is applying a 10 Newton force, and in the opposite direction the another person applying the same force. Then what you will get? Net resultant ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಗೋತೀರಿ? ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 10 minus 10 0 ನ. ಇವಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. Equilibrium condition means F1 plus F2 is equals to 0. This is nothing but what? You can shift F1 and F2 on right side. What you will get? F1 is equals to minus F2. Means F1 and F2 are both are equal here, equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Negative sign indicates opposite direction. Is it clear? The two forces, two body acting on a two forces. What happens? The two forces are equal and opposite to each other. Similarly for three forces. Third one, if three forces acting on the body, then if three forces act, change in momentum agutte. How? We'll see. Three forces acting on a body. So right here three forces, F1, F2, F3. These three forces are acting on the body or a object. Then what happens? Equilibrium condition. What is that? F1 plus F2 plus F3. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Resultant means sum of the vectors F1 plus F2 plus F3 is equals to 0. Now three forces are given, so you can shift any one force or any two force. So ಎರಡು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Two forces, the magnitude of two forces is equals to third force. Yes or no? Here F1 plus F2. These two forces are equals to the third force minus F3, or not only F1 F2, you can consider F2 and F3. These two forces are equal means F1 is what? Opposite in direction. All the three forces are equal. Forces are equal, magnitude is equal, but the direction is opposite. If ಎರಡೂನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ equal ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? See here. Let us take three forces. This is F1 force, F2 force. This is the point of object. This is F3 force. So ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ all the three forces are acting. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? Here you can draw the parallelogram. This is F1 force, F2 force 0. This is F3. See here. If you join these 2 points, you will get a parallelogram. Already you know law of parallelogram of vector addition. If this is the parallelogram means the resultant is what? Diagonal of the parallelogram. See here, this is the parallelogram. So how to write a resultant? You have to consider a diagonal of the parallelogram, or you can take this side diagonal ತಗೋತೀರ ಹೌದಾ? So here this is the parallelogram, then this will be what? Diagonal. This is the resultant. This resultant is equal and opposite. All of you see here, just ಏನು ಮಾಡೀನಿ? F1 F2 ನ extend ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿನಿ. So you will get here parallelogram. ಹೌದಾ? Concentrate here, mute your phone. See here, you got the parallelogram. So parallelogram ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ resultant ಹೆಂಗ್ ತೆಗಿತೀರಿ? So that resultant is equals to what? Diagonal. See here, diagonal of the parallelogram. See, this diagonal is equal to this F3 force in the opposite direction. Same ಇದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದೆ ಹೌದಾ? But in the opposite direction. This is what? F3 minus F3, or you can say F1 plus F2. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? One more example. Very important ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. Concentrate here. rectangular components ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದಲ್ಲ along y x y z all the three axes. Just take here, this is y axis, this is x axis, and here it is z axis, right? So this is F1 force, F2 force, F3 force. ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಇವೆರಡರದ್ದು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತಾ? ಇಫ್ ಯು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೆಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಡಯಾಗೋನಲ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ you will get a resultant. This is what F3 minus F3 because F3 is in this direction and opposite to this will be minus, or you can write it is a F1 plus F2. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ? All of you understand? Is it clear? Now, so you know the equation. This is called equation number 1. So from equation 1, can you write the rectangular components? From equation 1, the rectangular components along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis are, tell me one by one. F1 can be written as F1 force ಅನ್ನ 3 components ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಹೌದಾ? So one is along y axis, along x axis, along z axis, right here. So F1 is equals to F1x plus F2x plus F3x. F2 force can be divided into 3 components. F2x, sorry, this is y, this is z. F1, next F2y plus F2z. Similarly for F3 force, F3x, F3y plus F3z. These are the rectangular components, right? Okay. Now you can calculate this equilibrium condition for the body another method, that is alternative method, and that method is very important. Just concentrate here. Consider a body is in equilibrium condition. Let us take, this is positive x, this will be negative x, this is y, this is negative y, this is positive y. Already you know. So here the body is at O point. So at this point 3 forces are acting. So first force is with respect to negative x axis, that making an angle beta. Right here, consider a body O at this point 3 forces are acting on this body. Let F1 makes an angle beta with respect to negative x axis, negative x axis, F1 force, and F2 force making an angle alpha with respect to positive x axis, and F3 force acting along the y axis. So total 3 forces are acting on this point. Let us see. So first force, how it is acting with respect to negative x axis. So just draw here force F1 that makes an angle beta with respect to negative axis. Similarly, F2 force. F2 is the force that making an angle alpha. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? According to the statement, you can draw the diagram here. See, first F1 force is making an angle beta with respect to negative axis, and here alpha is with respect to positive axis, and third force is acting along the y axis, that is F3. Total 3 forces are there. Now all of you look at the board. You know the resolution of components. How to resolve the components? F1, F2, F3. Right here, first one, resolving the F1 force into 2 components. First one here. All of you, once again look at the board. Here F1 is the force. You have to resolving into 2 components. Mugita?